Hey, this is Charlie from Overtime Arcade, and here's a quick walkthrough of my collection for Indie Arcade Wave. We'll start right over here with the first game that I ever picked up, Centipede by Atari. What a classic trackball game. We have a full-size 4-player NBA Jam I got for a great price. It was not working, and I fixed it with an $8 part. Right next to that, a tiny little Asteroids Cabaret, which unfortunately just stopped working. We'll have to fix that up lickety-split. Next to that is a giant behemoth Nintendo PlayChoice 10 dual monitor with 10 of my favorite NES style games. We'll get one started here. Next to that, we've got Robotron and Joust, two awesome Williams games on the Joust. Note the uncommon optical joysticks. Next to that is a Deco Burger Time. Very, very different from the more traditional Bally Midway Burger Time. Down here we got something a little unique. This is a Atari Dig Dug cocktail that's been converted to a Do Run Run. What an unusual game that is. We got a bunch more over here. Let's pan back to this wall. And we have this. This is a game that's very special to me. This is the first game that I ever brought back completely from the dead. This is a Donkey Kong Jr. cocktail. Of course, it's got a Donkey Kong 3 PCB inside of it right now. We have a Pango by Sega. This was an awesome restoration project that I did, I don't know, months or years ago. Next to that, another couple of Sega games, Carnival and Frogger was a fun restoration. And my Tempest Cabaret is also unfortunately down. That recently stopped working, but hey, that kind of comes with the territory with vector games. They're often not working. Donkey Kong by Nintendo, what can I say? One of the greatest games ever created. We have my Irish Kangaroo, very uncommon cabinet, at least in the United States, and a Time Pilot and a Vanguard, both of which I got in trades from friends of mine. Over here we have my two pinball machines, Star Trek The Next Generation, awesome TV show, awesome pinball machine, and the Munsters, a more recent creation by Stern. All right, so that's it for the primary lineup. Why don't we head out and see what projects I have out in the garage workshop. Okay, out here in the garage is where I keep all my projects. First up, we have a Pac-Man Mini Cabaret, followed by another Pac-Man Mini Cabaret, followed by a Pac-Man Upright. I got a problem. Over here, we have a Moon Patrol cocktail. Behind that is an empty Joust cabinet, and then a generic JAMA cabinet with that WWF marquee. Behind here, we have a Popeye. And then back there is a Outrun Mini Cabaret. And what's this? Another Outrun Mini Cabaret. Over there is a Taito 10-yard fight converted to kicks. And we have a converted Irish food fight, very uncommon. Back there is a Williams cabinet that I'm not quite ready to talk about. Tucked in back here is a Missile Command cocktail. And then a converted Robotron. This is a game right here. It's a Centuri cabinet I'm not ready to talk about yet, converted to Taito Alcon. And we have a Jungle King and a Kicks converted to Taito Mr. Do and a Atari Star Wars that's not actually mine. Over here we have a Dynamo HS5 that I'm currently working on and a Defender cabinet. Back there is a Midway Wheels cabinet, a Bronze era game. Coming down here, we have some of the games I got from a recent warehouse raid. This is a Sonic Asteroids, uncommon Spanish version of Asteroids. A Space Invaders Deluxe. Back there is a Thief, and then a Leland Quarterback, and a Q*bert. And we've got a few more over here. This is a Battlezone Cabaret. That's really cool. That came out of that warehouse. A NATO Defense pre-uncommon game. A Ms. Pac-Man Mini Cabaret. This right here is a pretty uncommon Sidam Bosconian, so made in Italy, an Italian version of Bosconian. Back there, another very uncommon game, an Enigma 2 that's been converted to Star Force. And tucked back there, we have a kind of oddball Golden Tee under all those blankets. I've got games in a couple more locations. I've got a couple games in the break room at work in my office, and I also have a bunch of games at Back to the Media Arcade in Winchester, Virginia, but yeah, I got plenty of stuff out here to keep me busy.